Ever wonder why some individuals seem to achieve their dreams and overcome their goals while others not so much? Stay tuned for this video. This is a little shot of confidence, and I'm coming to you with my best tips for overcoming challenges with little to no effort, and also making sure that you get started in all of the things that you have been failing at or haven't even done. So, this is Julie. Don't forget to subscribe. I want to tell you that I had someone email me today and I was excited to hear from this person. And the one thing they said is, "Hey, I haven't started getting my business together. I have this dream. And wow, you've accomplished so much in the past few years." And the reality is that, yes, there's a lot that I've accomplished. However, getting started is scary. Getting in that place where you're going to take the leap definitely is scary. And by the way, our brain, when it tells us that it's going to be hard, when it tells us it's difficult, we are going to believe it. And we're going to avoid the difficult things. We're not going to want to do them. Why? Because that's how we protect ourselves. But the reality is that avoiding the things that are hard are the reasons why we don't achieve what we've set out to do. Avoiding the things that are hard also keeps us stuck. We also seem to think that these new challenges, like starting a business, getting in shape, or, learning a new skill, is going to require a lot of motivation. It's going to require a lot of effort. It's going to require a lot of time. And it's going to require us to possibly be vulnerable. Yes, vulnerable. Because when we failed, we think that people are going to go around and start to make fun of us for failing. However, failure, my friend, I have learned is necessary to be able to achieve the things that you want. Failure is also the way in which we learn how to do things. If you're standing on the sideline, if you're thinking, "I want to start a business," if you're sitting in the sidelines thinking, "I wish I could," really pay attention to what your mind is telling you and wonder, is that real? Is that true? And then ask other questions like, what if I try? What if I fail? We're all going to have some stumbling blocks. We're all going to have these things that keep us stuck, but it is our job to be able to say, let me think of this differently. I've heard before that we are the sum of our choices. So it's very important that when you have this big, audacious goals, just like some people that you look at have accomplished, right? Stop looking at them, number one. Stop looking at them because that's not going to get you anywhere. When I was doing a triathlon back in 2016, I was so excited because this was my very first triathlon and I had practiced a lot. And I probably have told this story before, but the reality is that when I got started and I was getting ready to do the swim, I saw all of the people ahead of me and how these swimmers were so fast. And then I started to get worried. I started to think, will I be able to swim that fast? I started to wonder, wow, what are people going to think when I actually jump in the pool and I can't swim as beautifully and gracefully as everybody else is doing? I took a deep breath and I reminded myself that the people ahead of me were at a different skill level than I am. However, there were people who were behind me who had rated themselves as less than medium well swimmers, right? And the people behind me were going to also move forward. We're also going to take a leap into the pool and swim. We all start from the same place. And the difference a lot of times is that individuals that move forward and keep going are the ones that are willing to get up, are the ones that are willing to jump in right away. If you're wondering why you haven't done the thing that you desire, if you're wondering When will you be able to do it? I want you to take a deep breath and I want you to really picture that future self again. Picture the vision of who you will be when you start your business. What are the things that you're going to be able to have because of your business? Freedom, more time with your family, the income to be able to buy that new car or take the vacation. Or simply, you're going to be able to work from home in your yoga pants. Everybody has a different reason why they're starting their business. The reasons why we don't start really have to do with fear, really have to do with that overwhelm, that uncertainty of what will happen. And although we might be uncomfortable at our jobs, at a place where we are right now, that's the uncomfortableness that we're familiar with. I call it the frenemies because we hate it. We don't like being in this discomfort, but they're our friends. We're kind of stuck together with them. I want you to look at the uncertainty. I want you to look at the thing that you've been avoiding and say, yes, I need to jump in. I may not be perfect. It's okay. I may not be as graceful as somebody else. That's okay. I may go to the bottom, and that's okay because there's going to be people around you that will help you pull yourself up. I want you to take the leap. Stop trying to wait for the perfect time. Stop trying to wait for the stars to align, for you to learn everything that you think you're going to need to learn. There is no book that can teach you better than experience. Experience is the one thing that can give you the wisdom to act, to do, to be. So you might be wondering, well, Julie, that's easily said, but done. I don't know. I want you to know that when I started my podcast, I didn't know anything about interviewing people. I didn't know anything about a podcast for that matter. And thank God I have a handy hashtag handsome hot husband who does all of the tech and production for the audio podcast. But I did needed to take the step and say, you know what? On this day, I will start. I set out a deadline for myself. And this is the one thing that I want to encourage you. If you have a big dream, put a deadline on it. Give yourself a timeline for doing it. And then here's my one tip. Leverage those around you, the people that cheer for you. Leverage the individuals who are already doing what you want to do, because these are the people that understand the road, that understand what you're doing or will be doing and how you can continue to go in this path. Leverage that relationship and ask for help. Tell them, I'm going to do this by this date. And you will find that the support comes easily. And as you take a very small step in that direction, you will find the evidence that maybe it's not as hard as you made it out to be. Maybe you'll figure out that, well, I know what it takes now to take that step again. And the more that you continue to move forward, the more that you're going to feel like, okay, I'm doing it. Now, yes, you will fall. Be okay with that. But remember, the race is won not because someone is faster or better. The race is won because someone else got up faster. And this is based on a story that I heard from, I can't think, Olympic star Bonnie St. John. Okay. I wasn't planning on talking about this, so that's why I couldn't remember. Overall, my friend, I want you to know that I'm cheering you on and that you can borrow my belief in you. You can also set a deadline. That's my best tip for you. Set a deadline for yourself and tell people what your deadline is and start. Give yourself props for starting and keep going. I want to know, how you do. Tell me in the comments, whether it be here in YouTube or if you're listening on the podcast feed, I want you to email me or go to any of the social media platforms at Julie DeLucca-Collins and share with me maybe the one thing that you're scared to do and the date that you are going to jump into that pool to do the thing. So until next time, I want you to know that you can go confidently in the direction of your dreams, my friend. Until next week.
Hi, everybody. I know that sometimes we get very lonely in this entrepreneur journey, and I want to invite you to join us into our limited time only Purposeful You Mastermind. For many of us entrepreneurs, we believe that we can do it all, but the reality is that doing it alone only creates a lot of overwhelm. So join us at the Purposeful You Mastermind. You can find out more information by going to bit.ly/Julie's Mastermind. This is going to be the place where you are able to then unlock your full potential and achieve long-term success for your business. Push you behind your current limits, expand your connections, discover new ideas, and implement them with confidence. You're going to get the support in all aspects and transforming you to the six-figure business you've been looking for. Pause and get off the hamster wheel if you've been spinning around. This is a time where you can get that support from like-minded entrepreneurs that are here to join you in your journey. Together, we can challenge the assumptions and land the speaking engagements and opportunities we want to grow our business and make an impact in the lives of people. See you then. Remember, you can find the mastermind at bit.ly, Julie's Mastermind.